Just for the record, it's going to be hard for me to stay in one spot, just so you guys know. So I got to stay at a podium. But first of all, I got a couple people I'd like to thank, and I always start by thanking God. That's what I believe, so that's why I'd like to thank. So then I'd like to thank all you sixth graders for inviting me to the party. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. And then I realized on my way here, like, oh my God, I haven't been in sixth grade in a really long time. So then I started reminding, and I'm like, how do I approach sixth graders, right? So then I was like, I'll give you guys a little backstory about my life, but I'm not here for me, I'm here for you. So it'll lead into why I'm going to talk about what I'm talking about. So in November 1985, a 15-year-old woman gave birth to me. Okay? However, we're winning. She turned into a great woman, I turned into a great man, and now we're here, and now I get to celebrate the party with you guys, right? That's awesome. And why I always start with that? Because success is a choice. Okay? Being selfish is okay. Parents, don't get mad at me. Listen, okay? I want you guys to know it's okay to be selfish. And if you had notes or mental notes, I want you really to let this sink in. If you don't have self-worth, if you don't have self-awareness, if you don't have self-improvement or self-development, how can you be a good friend, a good son, a good daughter, a good brother, a good sister? You guys get where I'm going, right? It all starts when each and every one of you, 10 toes hit the ground out of your little beds. Do you brush your teeth the best? Do you shower the best? Right? And it's okay to tell yourself you're doing it the best. Because one thing I also say about success, right? It's a horse race. If anybody watches the Kentucky Derby a couple months ago, horses have on blinders. Why? Because they don't care about what other people are doing. Because if you're doing what you need to do and being selfish, about 80 and all of you guys here, I don't know your names, right? Then you can be selfless when it comes to the home, when it comes to being a friend, when it comes to being a brother and a sister and a teammate. Do you guys understand that? There's a reason why the stars only shine at night. Okay? Everybody wants to be a star during the day. But nobody wants to put that work in when nobody's paying attention. And that's what school, that's what sports, that's what art, that's what singing, whatever your talent is, I don't care. And I don't mean that in a negative way. Whatever your talent is your craft, and I want you to own it. Okay? I also want to challenge each and every one of you as you move to 7th grade, being the little guy on campus. Right? Remember when you were the little person and how much you didn't like to get treated a certain way. So I'm going to challenge you guys also to be upstanders. Does anybody know what that means? An upstander bullies the bully. Okay? A bystander lets the bully bully. I don't put up with bullying in my gym. I don't put up with bullying in my house. I was actually bullied as a kid. I was poor, had teenage parents, couldn't afford the same stuff other people can afford. Sometimes I wore the same clothes, days in a row, okay? And that's not here for pity, okay? It's here just to let you guys know that everybody's different and everybody's special in their own way, okay? So stop worrying about the other horses and be selfish. So you can then be the best teammate, the best brother, the best sister. So when you come together, it makes sense. The next word, I wore this shirt on purpose. Why? Because I have people in my family, all different colors. I love them all. Okay? Everybody should love everybody. Okay? Maybe this is cliche. Maybe some of you don't want to hear it because you need to hear this. Okay? So if I'm stepping on toes, I apologize, but I promise you it won't be ouch, it'll be oh, I get it. Okay? I challenge everybody to make a new friend when you guys transition into the high school. Somebody different. Somebody that doesn't play football, baseball, basketball. Somebody that doesn't do arts and theater. Somebody polar opposite, because I promise you, my best friend and I have nothing in common, except the love we have for each other. Does that make sense, guys? So parents, you're no longer mad about them being selfish, right? Maybe a little bit. Okay? So going back, I got a little bit of notes here. I apologize. I was trying to memorize, but, when I'm stuck in one spot, I get a little nervous. So, I also want to talk about, you really can't fail in life, guys, to be honest, if you give everything you have. Because I'm going to tell you right now, I've climbed about 500 mountains and still aren't where I'm at, or still aren't where I want to be at. There's still more mountains to climb. Okay, so never get satisfied because outcomes aren't failures if you give everything you have. You just have to try again. If that's really what you want, You have to keep trying and you have to keep going forward. There really is no losses if you learn. Life lessons are learned the hard way, the easy way, the safe way, the unselfish way in everybody else's business instead of being in your business. Worrying about what other people are doing, worrying about what their grades are. So while you're worrying about what their grades are, your grades are slipping. Or so-and-so gets to go hang out with their friends, but your parents are helicopter parents, so they don't let you go. And then you realize that that party got in trouble, and then your parents did you a favor. I'm also here to let you kids know that your parents love you, but it's okay to be disciplined by them because they love you, okay? I also want you guys to take it to high school, okay? Take nothing for granted. If you're good at basketball, work harder. If you're good at math, do advanced classes. If you're good at art, draw more pictures. Love you too, buddy. So, my whole speech, guys, was wrapped around being selfish. But at the end of the day, it's to come full circle. So you guys can all be together as one. Because in another 6 years, 6 years, you guys are 2030 class. So in 2030, when you guys are throwing your hats with your little tassel stuff on it, you guys can remember this day, and hopefully you accepted a challenge. And like I said, I would love to see every kid at New Berlin West wake up the best that they can wake up and start the day the best way that they can, that they're able, because everybody has different opportunities and everybody has different setups. So I'll leave you guys with that. Be selfish, so that when it comes time to be selfless, you guys can come together as one. My name's Coach Bridgewater, Johnny Bridgewater. Thank you for your time. Woo!